Welcome back to this lecture. In this lecture, we will be learning about polymorphism. In our previous lectures, you have studied about inheritance. So let's start. Polymorphism. The term polymorphism is a combination of poly plus morph, which means many forms. It is the ability of message to be displayed in more than one form. So polymorphism means you can display a message in many forms, is known as polymorphism. Types of polymorphism. So you can see that we have two types of polymorphism, compile time and runtime. So compile time is further divided into two, function overloading and operator overloading, where in runtime we have a virtual function. So we have basically two types of polymorphism, compile time and runtime. Difference between compile and runtime. So you can see the table right now in which we have differentiated between compile time polymorphism and runtime polymorphism. So compile time polymorphism is a function that is evolved to known at a compile time, but where runtime, the function is involved to be known as at runtime. Polymorphism of compile time is also known as overloading, okay, or early binding or static binding, okay, but where runtime is known as overriding, dynamic binding and late binding. Overloading is a compile time polymorphism where more than one method is having the same name but with a different number of parameters. So in overloading we have compile time polymorphism in which we have single method that has same name but different number of parameters or arguments. But in overriding we have more than one method having the same name, okay. So it can be achieved by function overloading and operator overloading. Compile time can be achieved by function overloading and operator overloading, but where runtime can be achieved by virtual functions and pointers. Suppose you as a person in a shopping mall behaves like a customer, but where in a bus you behaves like a passenger. In school you behave like a student. At home you behave like a son. So you can get an idea that a single person can behave in different forms, like in shopping mall like customers, in bus like passengers, in school like student, and at home like a son. So this is a real-time example of polymorphism. A single person behaves like a multiple times in different forms. So in our next lecture, I will be telling you about overloading. Thank you.